Hello, everyone. Thank you to another episode of I'm Done.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Tony Trower.
And I'm Brandy Alexander, better known as Queen of Chic.
Yay. We are dumb.
We are done. We are done. We are done.
We're dumb and we're done, okay? Brandy, what are you drinking today?
I am drinking one of my favorites, Dark and Stormy. It is a mixture of ginger beer and black rum. It's very good because it doesn't give you a hangover.
Well, we like that.
Yeah.
We like no hangovers.
One of my ultimate favorites.
Yeah, so I'm drinking. You guys know I'm such a minimalist. I usually drink vodka, Tito's preferably, and club soda. I'm a plain chick.
But she's spicy.
She
can get
so
spicy.
Because I'm spicy, maybe my drink can't be spicy. I need a balance.
A little balance, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So today, Brandy, what are you done with?
What am I done with? I'm done with male chauvinist.
Ooh. Well, I think for the most part, most women are done with male chauvinists.
Yeah. The He-Man Woman Hater Club. You know?
There's a lot of them out there, too.
Yeah. The ones that are envious of women, but don't say it.
But can't admit it.
Yeah. Or kind of secretly want to be that woman.
Ooh.
Yeah. That down low.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
done.
And I don't have anything wrong. I don't have anything wrong with people wanting to explore the sexuality. But if you can't put it out there in front of, and just be public with it and honest with it or what have you, don't bring it on your partner.
Right. Oh, and mommy issues. Men
Mommies
have deep-rooted mommy issues because that creates a lot of that
Is that the same as mama's boy?
It's a thin line.
Oh, okay.
Because there are some sweet mama's boys that were just their mom's favorite.
Okay.
But then you have guys that secretly resent their mother because of how their mother treated them when they were children.
God, I hope that's... Man, I mean, like, I have a son. And as far as I know, he loves me. I don't know.
I have two sons I birthed from my heart. And I can honestly say that I'm proud that the love that I did pour into them, they give back to me even now that me and their father are no longer together.
Right.
I mean...
That means you were a good mom.
Well,
you were a good mom.
Yeah, they still show me love. I mean, it was a hard separation for all of us, but in the beginning they didn't really understand why.
Yeah, even small children to adults don't understand why, because I feel like a lot of the stuff, even when in my marriage, I did not want the children privy to. So like my kids didn't even, like the older ones knew, but the youngest one didn't. Why are you divorcing dad? And they still just love both of us, and they didn't. Kids never understand. They never understand. They just
until they actually go through some of the similar situations. And God forbid they have to go through what we went through, but
right.
I'm just thankful for the love that they continue to give me.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that, like I said, I'm not with their dad.
Yeah. So we love our kids. We love our kids, and that's that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I love you, boys. Yeah. I'm with my young man. I love you.
Yeah. I love my kids too. They know it. I'm a mama bear.
I love my grands. I love my grands.
And the grandchildren.
Yep.
And the grandchildren. Yeah, we do love them all.
Yep.
So I want to say that we're both divorced. I've been divorced longer than you've been divorced, but I want to say that I'm done. Like, one of the things I'm done with is with pastors. And I'm very religious, everybody. I don't go to church all the time, but I pray every day. I know that everything I have is what my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ has given me. I pray to him all the time, but I don't like it. I feel like pastors, priests, and all of them, they have so much I don't want to say control, but authority, or we're supposed to look up to them. So they shouldn't say, there's some things that they need to think about before they say them.
Yes.
Like, under any circumstances, the Bible says you should not divorce your husband.
That's not true. That's not true.
So it's okay for me to get my ass beat. It's okay for me to be cheated on. It's okay. Like, is it okay for all of these
abuse,
mental abuse? Is it okay for a woman to put up with all of that stuff and she still has to stay in the marriage?
Hell no.
I don't know God. I've never had like I just don't, I mean, I know God, but I just don't think that he would want people to live that way.
I agree.
Why should we live in misery because a pastor is taking the Bible so literally that it doesn't apply to the present day and time?
Well, one thing, I don't mean to interject, but one thing is...
Why are you whispering?
I'm sorry. One thing that we have to remember and realize...
They can hear you.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
The
guys.
pastor is not God.
Right.
He can say what the hell he want to say. But the pastor's not God. And most of the pastors that are up telling you this shit are the ones that's doing the most shit. They're sitting up there molesting kids, little girls, little boys. Mm-hmm. They sitting up there having children out of wedlock with women in the congregation.
How about that?
Or, like I heard somebody tell me, sneaking out late night to go sneak up some man's booty hole. Like, seriously. I ain't lying. These pastors are not God. And just because a pastor say it don't make it law. And if he quotes something, because in the Bible it strictly says if the marriage is abusive, God will honor you walking away from the man.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. But I feel like, and I feel like a lot of pastors take it upon themselves to interpret the Bible the way that they
suits them.
That suits them in their views, their personal views.
Yep.
It's not cool. I'm done with it. I'm done.
Just like when they say, I want my congregation to put me in a private jet or put me up in the house. Oh, girl, there's some pastors that say some shit now. And it's like, I never respect a pastor that takes his that takes his money from the congregation. Mm-hmm. You need to work just as hard as everybody else in your congregation.
Right.
Don't expect your congregation to pay your mortgage, pay for your vacations, pay because you're preaching word.
I know it's traditional. I know that is traditional. You know what I mean? So the pastor has time to focus on his congregation. And, he's probably... He might be like visiting people in the hospital and stuff like that.
Bullshit. I don't give a damn. Sorry. Listen, pastor's just as human as everybody else in the congregation. Just because he's getting up there and speaking the word don't mean his ass can't get off that pulpit and go get a 9-to-5 like everybody else.
You know what else? I'm going to interject. What else I'm done with? When a person is in a congregation and they go to church faithfully and they give their tithes, and I've heard stories, and they are laid off or upon hard times and they need help with their rent or their mortgage, or their utilities, or something like that. Churches like literally tell people no.
Yes, I've witnessed that myself.
What?
I've witnessed that myself. I ain't gonna mention the pastor by name, but he's in one of the bigger churches in Wilmington. And I remember when I was with my ex, we were going through a very bad time and went out to ask, and the pastor just said, hell no. Well, not hell no, but he basically told us no, because in his eyes, we weren't doing enough or contributing enough financially to the church. Oh, and how the hell can you financially provide or help with the church if you're in financial struggle?
Exactly.
And thank God for that one deacon that actually came out of his own pocket and gave us something. But that pastor could kiss my ass on the shittiest day, because that motherfucker full of shit.
I'm done.
I'm done.
I'm done with you, Brandy. I'm done with you, Brandy.
I didn't say his name.
You're gonna get our podcast.
I ain't say his name.
So when we talk about our next segment, I'm gonna ask Brandy not to say. Will they cut our podcast if we say the D word?
I'll say penis.
She didn't even pronounce that right.
I'm bad. I'm sorry.
As soon as I find out if it's okay for us to say the D word, there'll be more
eggplant.
D-bombs.
I'll say eggplant.
Okay.
Eggplant. They can't get mad at that.
So, the last portion of this segment is because we're going to start documenting Brandy and I's divorce party. It's going to be on and popping.
Yes.
We're going to have a band.
Yes.
We're going to have, what else do we want?
Full of eggplant. Yes. Bring on the eggplant. Yeah.
Do you mean like egg? Like, okay, we should have, what is that?
Schlong.
Oh my God.
Schlong. Bring the muscle, baby. We gonna have us a big shin.
Brandy, you gonna make me blush.
Because in my mind, I want it to be like...
Well, how are we going to make sure that we have schlongs? Are you going to or like...
As long as it's okay.
Because...
It's not the size of the boat. It's the motion of the ocean.
Thank you. Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I don't want men to get too intimidated when I say schlong. But...
Everybody is welcome.
Yes. Yes. Very welcome. Shoot your shot, because I don't know how long I'm going to be on the market. So shoot your shot. I mean, hey, I'm single and ready to mingle. And I want to see some eggplant, damn it.
That's what happens when you've been married as long as we have been married to the same guy.
To the same dang
the same eggplant.
Ooh, it's nice to see some new stuff.
Anyway, so we're going to start planning our divorce party, and we'll keep you guys in the loop. Stay tuned.
Please give some ideas on what we should do.
Please comment, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
You're welcome too.
Yeah.
Divorce party for Tony and Brandy.
And you know what? One more thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to call it a divorce party. Let's call it a freedom party.
Freedom party. I love it.
Freedom.
Freedom party. We're free.
We're free.
Free, damn it.
Yeah.
We're free.
In your face, motherfucker.
I think we can say that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we can.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks again for tuning in to our podcast. I'm done.
Till next time.
All right, I'm Tony Trower.
I'm Brandy Alexander, better known as the Queen of Shake.
Peace.